Thank you very much. You'll be asked 3 questions from the floor. And now I call Mheshimiwa Twaha Mpembenwe.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, thank you ever so much for giving me this particular opportunity. But before I start asking my question, will you please allow me a few minutes to say a word here? Honorable Deputy Speaker, first of all, let me take this particular opportunity to thank my party leaders under the chairmanship of our darling President, Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, and our General Secretary, Honorable Dr. Fat. They are doing very well within our parties. Honorable Deputy Speaker, it goes without saying that the selection process in this particular event was conducted in a very diligent way, in such a way that each and every single individual was given an opportunity. Honorable Deputy Speaker, let me ask a question. My question is, which role are you going to play in fostering the cooperation between the member states?
Answer, please.
Thank you so much for that interesting question. Basically, as a member of the Legislative Assembly, I have the role of advocating for cooperation and ensure that we have harmonized regulatory environment, harmonized policies, which brings the connectivity between the parties. But I also look forward to strengthen the economical integration through the different strengths that we have as partners in the EAC. So ideally, what I expect is that we make sure that we solve our problems, that I also become a facilitator or a mediator wherever there are conflicts, to make sure that we solve our problems and we have a common north as far as the East African community is concerned. So coming together is what is the key, as I look forward to this kind of cooperation. So connectivity and integration is what is going to bring us forward. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Salome Makamba.
Thank you very much, Honorable Deputy Speaker, for granting me this opportunity to ask the candidate a question. The regional economic integration have been facing many challenges, and more pressing are ports and custom qualities, trade and investment challenges, differences in development gaps between member states, and last one is different in policy and governance between member states. You being a new member, what are your plans to improve the situation? Thank you.
Thank you so much. I think the first thing that I have to do is to learn and understand what has been going on. That will be the first thing. But as far as customs are concerned, I think we have to look forward into having a standardized customs procedures, so that we can be able to facilitate the trade across the East African community. So that is one, but also it's very important that our customs, they should be integrated. They should be connected. So I would recommend or advocate for automation, and interconnectivity between the customs that we have. But at the same time, I look forward into advocating for amendments or improvements in the cross-border procedures, so that we have simplified procedures and we remove all the bottlenecks. Reforms are very important. Reforms are very important. That is, we have harmonized regulatory environment that is actually supporting the business environment that we are going to operate. And as far as bridging the development gaps, I think it's very important that we look forward for inclusive policies. That is, how now can we leverage from the potentials that each partner has, despite their challenges and despite their differences. So I will advocate for inclusive policies and ensure that all marginalized groups, they are being brought on board and being given a priority in the policies and in the agreements. At the same time, in the development projects,
Thank you very much. Call upon Honorable Abdullah Mwinyi.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Deputy Speaker. I'd like to address our candidate with a question in relation to the process of the integration process. Can the candidate explain the concept of variable geometry and how it applies to the East African Community integration process? Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable. Basically, when we talk about variable geometric, is that this is a kind of an inclusive concept that you are trying to make sure that you consider the differences that we have as partner states, but you leave no one behind. So what is actually there is that you address the differences. It means that even if we have, for example, to integrate on customs, for example, then if one party or one partner is not ready, we allow them to remain backward while others, they move. That is basically what is there. But also it's about the speed, that given that we differ in terms of the economical development and the comparative advantages, we can have an integration aspect, for example, as far as, for example, having the single currency. But some of the partner states might not be ready. So we don't want to delay others who are ready to go, and then we all wait. So the actual thing about variable geometry is that you have the flexibility to allow the different countries to come together at the different paces. So that is basically, that is there. And it's a principle to make sure that we don't leave one behind and we don't delay the performance. Thank you.
Asanteni, thank you very much. Madam, you are now excused. Thank you very much. Excuse me. Yes, you did solicit for the votes before. Thank you. Waheshimiwa wabunge, sasa tunaanza zoezi la kupiga kura. Katibu, watu wahesabiwe.
Mwongozo.